Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
4 dead rats. 2 white guinea pig carcasses. 1 lifeless brown rabbit. A group of women hovered tentatively over the bodies, holding scalpels. "Are we slicing all the way through?" asked Casey Carmela, one of the attendees, a scalpel in one hand and a rodent in the other. "Like butter? Or a banana?" The women stood around a folding table wrapped in heavy-duty plastic, at the very back of an otherwise ordinary storefront in San Diego. The theme of the Saturday workshop, "You pick which animal, taxidermy." Just, very lightly, go through the membrane a little bit, the teacher, Simone Pixley Weinstein, told them, lifting up one of the rats. Her nails were painted sparkly shades of pink and red, and festooned with miniature jeweled hearts and flowers. With the blade of a knife, she indicated where they would delicately cut around the rat's torso, right under the arms. And then the skin starts to lift. The group got to work. For a brief moment, the room was quiet. Tiny tufts of rabbit fur came loose and floated through the air. As the once fuzzy bodies became slick hunks of flesh, a deeply raw, earthy smell fell over the small space. The abstract idea of taxidermy was suddenly very, very real. "The first cut is the deepest," someone sang. The joyful, grisly scene was just another day at Pixley's Oddities, the tattoo and taxidermy shop Weinstein owns in Southern California. She has hosted taxidermy workshops like this one for years, helping first-timers and taxidermy aficionados create hauntingly beautiful, macabre pieces of art. While taxidermy might once have conjured up the image of a grizzled hunter mounting a deer's head to a cabin wall, Weinstein is one of the many women and increasingly diverse people who are redefining the practice. Less than a decade ago, when Weinstein first decided she wanted to get into the trade, one local business told her simply, "We don't teach women." Today, women flock to the classes she teaches, and scores of female and LGBTQ-run taxidermy businesses have taken root in California. Many taxidermists, Weinstein included, also practice what's known as ethical taxidermy, which broadly means that animals were not killed for that purpose. Instead, the animals are sourced from farms, pet stores, and, in states where it's legal, sometimes from the side of the road. Vegetarians and vegans have even become taxidermists. "We feel like we're giving a second chance at life to this animal," Weinstein said. Even after years of doing this, Weinstein also cleans and maintains the San Diego Natural History Museum's taxidermy collection. The 34-year-old is disarmingly soft-spoken. She picks up each frozen animal gingerly, almost as if she doesn't want to hurt it. She still seems surprised and elated that people show up for her classes at all. "I guess, let's get started," she said before the cutting started, her hands fluttering up to her face. "I'm so excited, y'all. I feel like this is gonna be really fun." A hulking, nondescript freezer in Weinstein's shop holds mysteries and stories. She carefully rifled through its contents during a lull in the workshop, pointing to dead and frozen animals of every variety. One large black trash bag held a coyote, stored for a friend. A spotted rabbit was encased in a Ziploc bag. Underneath, guinea pigs, squirrels, and other small creatures had been given a home. The animals that wind up in Weinstein's freezer often come to her at random. She frequently gets direct messages from friends and strangers alike, mentioning that they found a dead squirrel or possum, or maybe their pet rat died. Weinstein also takes in dead feeder animals, such as mice and bunnies, that are bred to be food for big reptiles and would otherwise be thrown away after reaching certain expiration dates. "Someone texted me, I have a squirrel," Weinstein said of a recent acquisition, pulling a beige tote bag from the depths of the freezer and opening it briefly to reveal a furry body at the bottom. "I said, I have a tote." Instead of being tossed, Weinstein's menagerie of animal carcasses rises from the dead, at least visually. At the front of her store, animals that have been skinned and stuffed hang from the walls and cover the floor, sit atop pedestals, and stare out from glass cases. There's a jackrabbit sporting gold-painted horns, a jackalope, and a porcupine, posed mid-lunge, draped in a string of pearls. Dead inside, a pin.